are in internet land. Did I scare you? No? Not even a little bit? Should I try it again? Today is a special episode because this is our big Halloween finale. We moved recently from one place in Ontario to out here in Nova Scotia by.
Nova Scotia.
We live in Nova Scotia now. And when we moved, we found out something about movers. What did we find out, Max?
They suck.
Why?
Suck.
Because while they break furniture, they also break what, Max?
Props.
Yeah, we have lots and lots of props, and let's just say that the movers didn't take very good care of them.
Bang!
So our favorite prop was a prop called a Groundbreaker Prop.
And it was your first prop.
It was like one of the first props I ever built. So I didn't know very much back then, but I did the very best job I could with the tools I had. I made a groundbreaker, and I was so proud of it. Would you like to show the folks at home what it looks like now?
Yes.
Oh, look at this spot down, Annabelle. I'm just gonna lift it over your head here. Right here is what is left.
This is what Papa did.
That's what I did, yes. That little scratch, I did that. The movers did this. They trashed it. Okay. So that's okay though. That's okay, right?
Stupid movers.
Stupid movers. Because we can build it again, right?
We already did.
What?
We actually did.
We actually did.
Yeah, we came back in time, people.
Well, that's not true entirely, but we filmed this at the end of the beginning of the end of. Maybe we should be quiet so our future selves don't hear our past selves. Or no, our past selves.
Shush.
So we're gonna build it again, but before we get started, there's something we need to do. I'm Sean Kent.
I'm Max Kent. I'm Annabelle Kent.
And we're the KreepyKents!
Why are you eating our prop?
Oh, it tastes like meat. We could have like pee bombs.
Yeah.
So last night, after you guys went to bed, your mummy and Papa tore down the old grave jumper and got all the parts out. Would you like to see what that looks like?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good? Okay, let's go back in time. Do you know how we do that, Max?
Yeah.
Put your hands like this.
Yeah.
And wiggle your fingers. And we go. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. Groovy. And we're back. So what's left now is all these different parts. Now, a long time ago, I contacted a company and ordered this whole kit from a company called evolutions.com.
You mean
Yeah.
cooking?
Yeah, and it's a whole groundbreaker kit. You can get it on their website. It's fairly expensive, but it's worth it because you're going to see how awesome this prop is. And it comes with all different parts, okay? So do you know what this is, buddy? Blow on that, Max. Blow as hard as you can. Boop. So this is air powered, and it's air powered piston. Okay, so the way it works is that we have air that pushes in here, that pushes it up. So what's the value in that? We connect it to pieces of wood, and we use that to straighten or extend the arm. This is like the muscle of our prop. Now, what would be handy is if there was a way that we could connect these so that they turn on and off, and that's what these are. These are called solenoid valves. And what it is it has a relay that when it receives an electrical signal, it blows the air one way, and when it gets a different electrical signal, on or off, it blows the air the other way. So these are kind of like...
How do you open that for me?
It's not like your brain. It's not the brains of the outfit, but it's more like the nerves that make your muscles do the things, right? What we're going to do is we're going to connect it to the different parts of this, and then we have the main air line come in here, and it'll alternate where it's blowing. Does that make sense? Exactly. So that's how that works. And then we have the piece de resistance. This here, inside here, is the brains of the outfit. And this is a little microcontroller is what it's called. When it receives a signal, it starts to do whatever it's programmed to do. And in this case, it's programmed to go click, 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 and alternate which of the...
That's the brain?
Yeah, which of the relays it's going to work. See? And you can hear now and see the red lights. These are alternating the relays. And I put this in this weatherproof housing here that I got at Home Depot, and that will protect the brain. What do you think we need to build now that we have the muscles, the nerves, and the brain? What part of the body are we missing? The bones! Yeah, so we need something to attach the muscles to. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to move all of these different parts out of the way, and we're going to get out the power tools and start working on it. We're going to measure out our piece of wood. And the forearms are going to be 1 foot long, and the other part of the arm, the upper arm, the arm, that's going to be a foot, that's going to be a foot, okay? So we're going to take this. You hold that on the end there for me, Annabelle. Hold that on the end. Here we go, and we're going to measure it out. People at home, 2 things. 1, I believe you should let your kids use power tools safely and carefully with parental supervision, right? Because that's how you learn to use them safely. But if you do not have a parent with you, do not try this at home. We are using very, very dangerous tools if they're not carefully controlled and managed by a parent. First cut done. So we've now made 4 blocks about the same length, yes? Give or take? But look what's on the end of them.
Ookie things.
Those are dangerous, right? So we need to take those off. The edges, just like that. Now we have 4 safer pieces of wood. Yeah. No, we're not going to color on the sandpaper. Okay, let's have that back here. So the next thing now is we're going to add hinges now. Okay, Annabelle, show me how a hinge works. Oh, that's right. So we're going to do that on this guy.
Cold.
Yeah, it is cold. Why are you so excited, Annabelle? So Groundbreaker's mechanical components are done. Those will push and alternate which way it goes. Some folks out there might say that this is a little overbuilt. Take it from me and experience, overbuild your Groundbreaker, right buddy? The other thing, the other feature that we've learned from our previous not mistakes, but just from experience, is you want to put everything in weather resistant housing. You still need to be able to access this stuff so you can troubleshoot on the night of. What is it missing, Annabelle?
Head.
It's missing a head, which conveniently I have right here. And we're gonna mount that right there, and that's the next step. Are you guys ready?
Hang on like you're in a tree and you're falling out as you let go.
So we got this head pretty much ready to go. I put a little pipe here, right? And then we're gonna get some great stuff later on and affix his head. We're gonna fill that with great stuff, put it on there, it's gonna stay there forever. Before we do that, we gotta put some clothes over
We
Mr.
don't
Great
want to
Coat.
have a naked Groundbreaker.
Yeah, we don't want a naked Groundbreaker. So the best way to do that, in my experience, is not to take it all apart because we can't put his arms through right now, can we? No, that doesn't work. I cut along the seam and then I'm going to use zap straps to like re-sew it together. So I can cut into it, open it up, work on it if I need to, and then zap strap it back together. Again, placing this right here, all the way through, and work together on the end. Yeah, can you get me? Let go. Sounds good. That was a lot of work. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired.
I wish it was Halloween night though.
I know. We better rest up before
We did a
Halloween.
lot.
Sawing,
Stapling.
stapling,
We did some screwing.
screwing. That's right. We did all kinds of stuff. You're terrible, but I like it. So we're all done. We've built ourselves a brand spanking new, better than ever Groundbreaker prop. Pretty happy with how it turned out, Max?
Yeah.
What do you think, Annabelle? Awesome. So without further ado, until next time, I'm Sean Kent.
I'm Max Ken. I'm Annabelle Ken.
And we're the Creepy